welcome to our very first FANUC Talk. We are excited to discuss market trends, product releases, and amazing applications, all from around the FANUC universe, with our guests on a regular basis. I am very happy to welcome the President and CEO of FANUC Europe, Mr. Shinichi Tanzawa, who will be joining us today via video conference. I would also like to welcome the Vice President of Robotics, Ralf Völlinger. A welcome to the Head of Robotic Sales Coordination, Manuel Ebner, and welcome to the Head of European Technical Support Robotics, Claude Seiler. Well, we could have hardly picked a better date, as today is the opening day of the CRX show in Tokyo, where FANUC will present new members of the CRX Cobot family for the very first time. Thank you very much for joining us today, Mr. Tanzawa. Now, I understand you are currently in FANUC's Customization and Distribution Center in Luxembourg, right?
Hello, Kimsey. As you can see, behind me is a big robot storage. We store 4,000 robots and 800 machines produced in Japan and brought here. And we keep it and then do the customization and then ship to the customer right away.
So this is an exciting day for FANUC. With the release of the new CRX models, you are extending FANUC's collaborative robot range to 11 models. Let me ask you this: what does this mean for FANUC and its customers? And also, why are cobots becoming more and more important in today's industrial workplace? And what type of manufacturer can benefit from cobot technology?
FANUC sold 800,000 robots in the past years, and FANUC robot is everywhere in the world in the manufacturing area, and we believe that that kind of number of the robot and automation will increase even more because that particularly European customer need automation. We see the shortage of the manpower, or in order to run the factory 24 hours, you need automation, and robot is suitable for the automation, which brings the benefit to the customer for the longer working hours without the human, and then cost saving, and at the same time increase the quality, so that we believe that the robot population will increase, and among those robots, cobot will increase even further.
I understand. Can you explain to our European viewers FANUC's relationship to CRX and why it selected this event to showcase the new models?
CRX is one of the biggest robot show organized in Tokyo, Japan, and FANUC historically placed the biggest booth in CRX and always introduced new robot in that trade show. Last cobot was introduced also in CRX, and this time, after 2 years, we are happy to announce those cobots in front of all those audience.
Thank you very much, Mr. Tanzawa, for joining us today. It was very interesting to hear your insights. Have a great day.
Thank you very much, and have a nice day to you.
Well, gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us here in our conversation. Mr. Völlinger, I'd like to begin with you. Can you share with us what makes FANUC CRX family so special, and what differentiates it from the other cobots in the marketplace?
Yes, the CRX robot series is very lightweight. Cobot series, it offers the same intelligent features as all FANUC products, and also has the same reliability as all FANUC products in the market.
Can you elaborate on that? How is that?
Yes, the CRX went through extensive testing. It comes with 8 years maintenance free, and also as all products from FANUC with lifetime support.
And what makes the CRX family in general so unique?
As I said, it's very lightweight, very easy to teach, very easy to set up. It comes with IP67 protection class right out of the box, and it is very easy to use for all robot users.
Now today is of course a special day because not one, not two, but 3 brand new cobot models will be released. Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Yes, we will complement our collaborative robot series with 3 new models, the CRX5, the CRX20 and 25, and it will complement the entire robot lineup to a total of 11, from a payload starting from 4 kilograms to 35 kilograms.
So the 3 models, are they all going to be released at the same time, and what differentiates them?
No, we're going to introduce now the CRX20 with 20 kilo payload. This model will be released now and can be ordered, and the CRX5 with 5 kilo payload and the CRX25 with a 25 kilo payload will be released in June, and also first units of those models will be shipped in June.
Okay, and are they easy to use?
They're very easy to use. Mr. Seiler will show it later to you, and I'm sure you can learn that in 10-15 minutes you can program this robot.
You said I can learn. You're talking about me specifically now. Okay, Mr. Seiler, I will test you on that if we can actually do it in 10 minutes, if you can show me how to use it then.
Of course, I'm going to show you.
But before, Mr. Ebner, I'd like to talk to you for a minute. Let's talk about the different applications, like what manufacturing fields can use this cobot?
Yeah, well, we're not only talking about cool robots, but also cool applications in the end. And first of all, I'd like to mention the arc welding segment. So we really see that, especially the welders really appreciate the easy to use and easy to teach functionality of our CRX family, the one that is already available, but of course also the ones that's still to come. We also have many installations in the field of machine tending applications, the so-called load and unload applications. Means parts are loaded into machine tools, into bending machines or other processes, and also unloaded again. We also have quite a lot of installations in the field of, in the logistical applications. So this means palletizing, picking, packing, all those related topics. But it's also used for quality inspection tasks, for instance. So gap measurements, other quality insurance topics, and so that's many different applications, and I'm sure there's many more out there which we're not aware of yet.
What about the food industry? Can they use cobots also?
Of course they can, and for that purpose we even have a special version of the CRX family, so that comes with food grade grease and a different painting to be suitable for the food related environments.
What about the peripheral applications? What can you tell us about those?
Well, there's many different equipment vendors out there, and they have ready-to-use applications and equipment available. That starts from grippers, whether it's electrical grippers, whether it's pneumatic grippers or vacuum grippers. That goes with or goes along with tool changing systems, typical tool changers to make it even more flexible in the daily use. There are dress pack vendors who offer out-of-the-box plug-and-play solutions for dress packs. But we also have our own technologies, and so the CRX comes also with camera applications. So we offer our own IR vision system. We offer force sensing technology that is really a plug-and-play solution in the end. But there's also other, I would even say more sophisticated equipment available, like smart feeders that are used to separate parts before they are picked by the robot itself, or even to put the CRX on a mobile platform, a so-called AGV.
Okay, so there's endless possibilities, really. You mentioned plug and play just a few times now. I'd like to go into that segment a little bit and see how easy it is to use. Like, what type of training does FANUC offer?
There's 2 steps we offer. So the first one, and the very first one would probably be, to start from our website. We have different modules, so-called e-learning modules, available for you that support you and guide you like a tutorial through the startup phase, the first settings phase, and also the initial programming phase.
So my learning process, you are talking about me watching these videos, right? Not a computer expert person, which I am not yet. So I would unpack it, I would watch the videos, and I would be ready to go?
Right. And if you're uncertain you're not, then we still offer and we won't leave you alone. So then we'll still offer different courses in our academies right next to you.
Mr. Seiler, you say it's easy to use, yes?
Yes, exactly, and I can show you with the robots that I brought with me today.
I think that's a great idea. Before we go and look at the cobots a little bit closer, can you explain the key features to us?
Yeah, there are three main key features, I would say, for our CRX series. The first one is safety. The robot is safe to be used in the environment together with the human, and that's because the robot is certified, ISO safety certified. But not only the certifications, also the look and the design of the robot is made to be safe. So, for example, there is no sharp edges that could, for example, hurt the person. A second main feature is the ease of use. So we heard already today that it's lightweight, so it's easy to install. There's no need of special tools like forklifts. The programming is done by a conventional tablet, so by dragging and dropping the icons. You can move the robot by the hand, so it's really easy to use. And the third feature is the high reliability of the robot. FANUC has almost 50 years experience developing robots and motors, and all this knowledge is inside this robot, so that makes it a really reliable robot.
Well, I'd say let's take a look at the cobot in action next and go over there, right?
Yes, let's go over.
A little bit earlier that it would be very easy to program this cobot. So here we are. Can you show me?
Yes, so here I brought with me the CRX 20IAL, our new robot with 20 kilogram payloads, a little bit more than 1.4 meter reach. I installed it here on this table. It was rather easy to install with two people lifted on there.
How heavy is it?
This is 40 kilogram only. So with two people, it's easy to lift. The controller was put inside, put into the normal electrical power socket, and the tablet connected in order to program this robot.
Now, is this a special tablet, or is this the tablet that comes with its standard?
This is a tablet that comes with its standard. It's a standard available tablet as people can buy. People can also use other brands of tablets if they prefer, but we deliver this one with the robot. So I want to show you how to use the tablet now and also the robot in order to make a robot program. So I simply press the button and it allows you now to move the robot by hand. So you can move the robot and program it.
Okay, so I'll go ahead and move it. Oh, okay.
It's very easy to move.
It's easy to move.
Especially thinking about there's 20 kilogram on it right now. So
yeah, at the end there's 20 kilos. It didn't feel like 20 kilos.
Exactly. So for the robot can handle 20 kilogram. It allows now the robot to do applications like machine tending, so loading, unloading machines where heavy steel parts get produced, or palletizing applications where with bigger or more heavy boxes. Assuming now this is the position you want, maybe you want to teach as one point, I can now take the tablet and there's some icons I can easily drag and drop. So I take now this point and done. So that position is now programmed inside the robot.
Okay, so that's our starting position. So how do we get to the next position? How do we move there?
Yeah, the robot is still in the hand guidance mode, so the light is blinking, so you can still take the robot and by the hand and move it to a second position.
Okay, so I'll move it to a second position?
Yes, go ahead.
Let me try this.
So now that's the second position. Again, drag and drop, the position is saved.
Now, what if this wasn't a great position? Then you can just undrag and drop, you take it out and you choose a new position.
Just press the button, undrag it, and reteach it.
But you're happy with this? Can this be our movement so far?
Yes, for example, the robot picks up on one part, moves to another side, and drops a part. So now I will run this program, which we have now taught. So the robot will now move to the first position.
And of course, I can also adjust the speed with which it moves.
Yes, so I was now putting it rather slowly, so moving to the first position and to the second position that we have.
Now, you mentioned a little bit earlier the safety features that it has. So if it moves and my hand is in the way, what happens then?
Let's see. I execute the program again, so it moves. And if you now touch the robot, as soon as you touch it,
it stopped?
It stops.
Okay, very
it's
good.
Really keeping the human operator safe, working next to the robot.
And I didn't have to push in lots. I just sort of
exactly.
firmly said stop, and it stopped. Great, okay. Can you tell me a little bit more about the other special features in the CRX?
Yeah, so I've shown you now the safety features, which stops the robot as soon as you touch it. I've shown you the easy programming, the ease of use. Also, from terms of ease of use, there's design elements like the opening here. For example, you can stick in your hand, but the hand will not get crushed. There's this smooth surface, no sharp edges, and also the robot is IP67, has IP67. That means it's protected well against dust and water. So in an environment, for example, with oil, for machine tending, there's a lot of oil which can drop on the robot, but the robot itself is protected against this.
So besides the oil coming from the outside, what about the oil coming from the inside? What if I work, say, in a bakery, for instance? Is there a special food grade type version of this?
Exactly. So the CRX 10IA L and 10IA robot we have also with options, with epoxy paint to clean the robot, and also with food grade grease. So it makes it more easy to be used in food environments.
How do I clean a cobot?
Well, in this case, we can simply take a tissue and clean it. Exactly.
Okay, so that was very easy. Thank you so much for showing me. That was super intuitive and super easy to use. So I really enjoyed that. And I would like to thank you very much for joining us on our very first FANUC Talk. Have a great day.